So there's an update in the legal battle that Donald Trump has started to try to win the election. So it says Trump campaign appeals dismissal of Pennsylvania election challenge. So this article reads, President Trump's campaign on Sunday filed a notice of appeal after a federal judge dismissed Trump's attempt to block the certification of votes in Pennsylvania. Attorneys for the president's campaign, including Rudy Giuliani, submitted an appeal to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit, following Judge Matthew Brann's scathing ruling Saturday rejecting Trump's case. Brann, a judge of the U.S. Middle District of Pennsylvania, issued an order permitting Pennsylvania to move forward with certifying its election results and dismissing Trump's lawsuit that alleged, without evidence, widespread voter fraud. It says, Brann said the Trump campaign presented, quote, strained legal arguments without merit and speculative accusations that were, quote, unsupported by evidence. In the United States of America, this cannot justify the disenfranchisement of a single voter, let alone all the voters of its sixth most populous state. Our people, laws, and institutions demand more. And so they're trying to make this out as if he's like some Obama guy. Judge Brann is a conservative. He's part of the Federalist Society. He's like, I guess, a constitutionalist. And actually, Pennsylvania's Republican senator, I don't know if they have two Republican senators or not, Senator Pat Toomey, he congratulated Biden and Harris on the election win on Saturday after the campaign's lawsuit was dismissed. The Pennsylvania senator called on Trump to, quote, accept the outcome of the election and allow for a transition of power. With today's decision by Judge Matthew Brann, a longtime conservative Republican, whom I know to be a fair and unbiased jurist, to dismiss the Trump campaign's lawsuit, President Trump has exhausted all plausible legal options to challenge the results of the presidential race in Pennsylvania. So now Trump supporters are trying to say they're happy about this. Rudy Giuliani was acting like he was happy about this result, that he was excited that it got, expeditiously dismissed because we're trying to make it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is going to save the day because equal protection clause and dominion and affidavits. None of that is going to do jack shit. The arguments they're presenting are hilariously stupid. Equal protection clause. What is the genuine scenario is my curiosity. What do you want the court to do? Like, your argument of equal protection clause, are you arguing that they should invalidate like 1,600,000 to 1 million ballots because there were mail-in ballots and there was unfairness in the way that they were counted? Or do you want it to be a recount? If you want it to be a recount, you're still going to lose. They don't have any serious arguments. Again, this is a constitutionalist, Federalist Society Republican judge. This is not some liberal judge. That's why they're stupid. And if Rudy Giuliani is the head of your legal team, you're going to fail so hard. But it's not that simple of getting to the Supreme Court. It gets really complicated at this point, folks. First of all, the idea that the Supreme Court would actually rule in favor of Trump is hilarious. But there's a lot more of a process that goes into that. So one of the things people are saying is the Supreme Court is an appellate court. It can't look at new evidence. It only reviews a previous case. So obviously they didn't, I guess, really present much evidence there. They were claiming that they have a lot of evidence that they weren't allowed to present. So they'd have to present that in the third, the circuit that they're going to right now. I don't know if after the third circuit it would next go to the Supreme Court or not. But if it does, that would mean you'd have to present everything you got in that third circuit. Also, they're saying, Judge Brann did it, quote, with prejudice, which means that, I guess it can't be overturned or reviewed or whatever because it was specifically the certification of the Pennsylvania results. It's really confusing. Okay, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law surgeon. I'm just not super keen on all of that stuff. It's very confusing for sure, and there's a lot more that goes into it than just, we're going to lose and then go to the Supreme Court and we're going to overturn the election. This is not that simple. It just doesn't work that way. Then the question is the Supreme Court even going to take it in the first place? They've already indicated that they're not going to. I highly doubt they'll even hear this case. Seriously, I do. I don't think they will hear this. I don't think I see the reason why they would. I don't think they really want Trump to win anyways. I mean, they got all their seats, you know what I mean? So they can probably just throw him to the wayside anyways. But there's not really any evidence that Trump can really present in court that's actually going to have him be able to overturn anything at all. So I don't even think it's going to go to the Supreme Court. But anybody who believes that essentially, you go to the Supreme Court and overturn it as if it's that simple, you don't know what you're talking about. It's much, much more confusing and complex than that. But That's kind of what's going on with this, man. They're trying to go to the Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit. So, it's just a big waste of time, big waste of money. I think they're just trying to, rake in more cash, buy more time for whatever move is the next move for Donald Trump, essentially.